Hey guys, so as the AI race is ever evolving, there is a certain subset of AI models that have been, or AI technologies I should say, that have been starting to crop up as of recently. AI robotics. Now, AI robotics isn't a new concept, it's a concept that we've at least had since like the 1940s or earlier. Having the idea of a technologically based humanoid looking thing that does tasks for you has been a concept for quite some time, and it's now a concept that we're starting to see come to fruition. Now, this concept has been toyed at by a lot of different people, namely like Boston Dynamics and a bunch of other people, and even so recently, Tesla themselves have started trying to, make AI robots that do things. Google, unbeknownst to anybody, just stepped in the ring and dropped a new AI model and proof that it works that will power physical robots. And it's genuinely really, really cool. So we're going to go ahead and cover it in today's video. Let's get right into it. Okay, so we're going to start off with this article by CNBC. Google's DeepMind says it'll use AI models to power physical robots. So Google is bringing some of its artificial intelligence technology models, namely Gemini, onto physical robots. So the company on Wednesday debuted two new AI models, Gemini Robotics and Gemini Robotics ER, or Extended Reasoning. They both run on Gemini 2.0, which Google has called its most capable AI to date, and from what I've heard and what I've seen, it actually is a quite good large language model. And this model is going beyond just, the standard LLM stuff like, text and images, where generative AI has thrived, and into physical action. So Google said in a blog post that it'll partner with a company that honestly I've never heard of called Apptronic, a Texas-based robotics developer, to build the next generation of humanoid robots with Gemini 2.0. Now, Apptronic has worked with apparently Nvidia and NASA in the past, so they have some pretty good references, let's just say that. And the company said last month that Google joined in its $350 million funding round, which is pretty impressive. So that goes to show that this partnership has been going on for quite some time. I didn't even know Google was interested in humanoid robotics. So it's kind of interesting that they're in this like part of the AI game now. I don't think anybody was really expecting this. This is kind of an unexpected whoa moment, right? Like, was anybody expecting this? I sure wasn't. I was expecting somebody to step into the ring besides Tesla on making a humanoid AI robot. I just wasn't expecting it to be Google. But apparently, here they are. They've done it. So, in demonstration videos, Google showed Apptronic robots equipped with the new AI models plugging things into power strips, filling up a lunchbox, moving plastic vegetables, and zipping up a bag in response to spoken commands. Obviously, these things sound pretty monotonous and like meaningless, at least to us, but this, if you put it into perspective, is pretty impressive. Having a completely AI powered robot being told to do something and it's able to do it, even if the task is albeit somewhat basic, it's still a pretty good start. Especially because some of these tasks obviously have specific nuances. Like, for example, if you're, moving vegetables into a bag and zipping it up, you got to make sure the vegetable goes into the bag. Or if you're plugging something into a power strip, you got to make sure the prongs line up. There are, even though that these are small tasks, there's still intricacies in it, and it's obviously a variety of different ways the AI could mess up said task. So, all in all, even though, again, they're definitely smaller scale tasks, I'm not gonna lie, it seems pretty impressive. It's able to respond to spoken command and, perform the action. So the company did not provide a timeline for when the technology will hit the market, which is unsurprising. It's that, I guess it doesn't surprise me that they didn't provide a timeline. Like, this stuff has been in the works for quite a while. Tesla has been working on it for a really long time, and they still haven't had anything that's to market yet. There's a lot of different companies that have tried poking this bear, but none of them have been able to do it quite successfully. It seems Google has been able to get some relative success, and I'll show you those videos in a minute. But it does provide a good point here. When is this stuff going to come to market, if ever? Like, I mean, it will. Don't get me wrong. It most likely will, but it's like it's going to take so long, I feel, because there's a lot of intricacies that go into making sure, a humanoid AI robot isn't gonna, do something wrong. Like, we don't want we don't want a Skynet situation. I'm sure Google doesn't want that either. So, yeah, no, I feel like we're not going to see this technology hit the market in quite some time because they first got to make it good, and then they have to safety test it to make sure it's not going to do something really harmful. Um, and then they have to start selling it, and chances are it's also going to be really, really, really expensive on first sale. That wouldn't really surprise me. It probably is going to be really expensive if I had to guess. And then the price will eventually go down as it becomes more and more common. It's just, well, we're not even close to there yet. I feel like it's still a long ways away before, we'll end up actually seeing AI robots being, widely used. I feel like it is going to take quite some time. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at the blog post that Google has made. So the blog post is pretty similar to the CNBC article, but it does contain some of the example videos. So we can see that it's able to do a bunch of different tasks. It's able to, manipulate objects quite successfully. It's able to move things around. We can see, like here, it's trying to organize this desk. And, well, I mean, it's organizing the desk. What can I say? There isn't really much to say about this. I mean, it's moving the plastic vegetables. It's going in the bag, baby. It went in the bag. Did you see that? We're going to do a sports replay. Check that out. The orange is in the bag, fellas. We've done it. So, again, it's monotonous, kind of meaningless tasks, but they're able to do it, and it's a start. Like, it's a start, and it is pretty cool. Again, put it into perspective. That's a pretty big step. I mean, we just recently got these things to walk, right? And now they're able to put stuff in bags, and it works. So it's a start. Google has a start. Now, again, there's a long way to go here. I mean, you still have to do a bunch of other stuff. You got to make sure it's safe. You got to actually there's so many different moving parts here. It's nowhere near like consumer ready. But it's a strong starting step, and I think it has pretty good implications for this sort of technology in the future. So I am genuinely looking forward to see what happens next, especially as large language models start to get smarter and smarter. It would be quite interesting to have a humanoid robot that's super smart and, all that stuff and all the benefits that come with it, or all the downsides depending on how you look at it. To be honest, the conversation as to whether or not we really should have humanoid robots, much less AI in general, is fairly nuanced. There's a lot of benefits and drawbacks to it. Everything from it'll help us progress as a society to it'll turn us into like the Terminator movies. So it's very interesting. I'm hopeful. I don't know how you guys feel. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you feel in the comments down below. But I think this is very interesting, and honestly, could be quite interesting to see where this goes in the future. So that's about it for today's video. Like, comment, subscribe. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. I love hearing what you guys think, especially in things like this, where there's so many different opinions on how these things should work or if they should even exist at all. I really do like hearing what you guys have to say, so please leave a comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Stay safe out there. Take care, you guys.